It is officially stupid o'clock on June 2nd. I got up early to watch the reveal video for the new Pokemon Sun and Moon information. I am at my parents' house still. My house is kind of uninhabitable right now. I got up to watch, I did a reaction video, and then my computer turned itself off. And the file was unplayable. So I'm just going to tell you about my reactions. I'm loving the legendaries. I want to see Full Metal Alchemist jokes made about that Full Metal body thing. I caught Solgaleo and it cost me an arm and a leg. Solgaleo does continue to look like a Digimon. I mean, I know people say that all the time, but honestly, with Solgaleo, it is absolutely true. I'm loving the Moon Legendary, but I've already forgotten its name. I only remember the rival's name. How? Well, your new friend. He might not actually be your rival. I remember that because it kind of sounds like Gao from Final Fantasy VI, so I kept making ooh, Gao. Somebody get Steve Wood to do that voice. It would be awesome. Do kind of like the Guilmon voice. Guilmon crossed with JP, that kind of thing. I know everyone would want him to be Shadow, but he could do both. They don't sound very much alike. Lily is interesting. I mean, she's not interesting straight up as she is, but remember how they said everything is going to really be related to flowers, or like sum up the new project, the guy just said flowers. So Lily, I don't know her Japanese name. I went to the Japanese site, but I couldn't read it, obviously. I took 6 years of German, and I don't remember enough to order lunch. So Japanese is just going to be completely out the window for me. Some might argue I have a tenuous grasp on the English language, but then it is stupid o'clock. And I remember the picture that we initially saw from the original, like, hey, these new games are coming. They're called Sun and Moon, and that's all the information we're going to give you. Here are some half drawings of some location shots. Remember the picture of a plaza. We don't know if it's a hotel or a league function, but it was like this white building with all these water Pokemon designs. And there was a woman with a big floppy hat outside. And I'm wondering if that's Lily. I do not remember at this time what she looked like, but I'm wondering if it's her or generic Lass. I can't remember. Cats everywhere. I've got the sniffles. And the dog, so. They say the dog is short-haired. They have a funny definition of short. A Dachshund would be a really cool Pokemon. They'd probably make it like... Make it look like Hot Dog Princess. Little crown. I'm wearing cat pajamas. They are the cat's pajamas. The thing that interested me the most, well, it was a shocker that Cookie is actually the professor, because I swear it was the other guy. The guy in the yellow shirt, and he has a lab coat tied around his waist. Maybe it's like gonna be like Juniper and her father. Like, oh yeah, I'm just getting started, so the previous professor is here to help out. Maybe it's just because that old guy looks like Rowan. And speaking of Rowan, the thing that shocked me the most was Rotom. Rotom is now common enough to be used in Pokedexes, which one means it has a motor. That's odd. I want to see a Rotom car. I think that would be cool. Charon driving down the street in a Rotom car, blasting all about the Benjamins. But because Rotom is connected to Charon, that fascinates me. I want to know if this is going to give us more information about Charon, about his legitimate side, like when he worked for Sylph. Even then, he was doing, experiments on the sly. But I don't know really what it would bring to the table other than, hey, this guy who is now in prison for attempting to get protection money out of an island by blowing up their volcano, threatening to blow up their volcano. This guy is in prison, but we appreciate his research. Actually, this is a chance he's dead by now. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? I mean, the guy would be like, what, 75 by now? Usually I wouldn't, but, he did go to prison, so. Unless he got sprung by Rotom. Electric locks and everything. I am digressing so much. Like I said, it is stupid o'clock. I keep looking down at my image instead of looking up at the camera. And I feel like, what it had to do with Rotom, or with Rowan, is that Rowan had access to the secret lab. He just shows up there out of the blue. And he would be a contemporary of Charon's. I mean, they're around the same age, I guess. They probably went to professor school or something together. And the little guy in yellow seems to be around the same bracket. So, I do wonder. I know it's a long shot. I know it's an absolute long shot. But, Galactic fans are kind of desperate. I also have not given up on a Z version. I know everyone's saying, with Gen 7 now, Z won't happen, but, weirder things have happened. There was so much in X and Y that they need to follow up on. And, there's that whole area you cannot get to. There's the place saying, said that nothing exists here or something, and it's like, is that the distortion world? Is that something completely new? Is that where, Xerneas... No, Yveltal. Is that where Yveltal lives? I don't know. I was also hoping for more on Malva, especially because, she's played off as kind of like, oh yeah, I'm deeply concerned about this whole thing with Xerosic running amok. And she's getting her competition out of the way. With Xerosic in prison, she is the absolute heir to Team Flare. We don't know what happened to the scientist girls. What was their names? Aliana, Mabel, Bryony, and Celosia. And I can't remember which one is which. I remember Mabel because she's blue like Mabel from Animal Crossing. I remember Bryony because her hair is green like a briar. And I can't remember the other two. Sorry. I know I got some Flare fans following me, but sorry. I was really hoping for a villain reveal today. I was really, really, really hoping. I just want to post stuff about new villains. Give us a symbol. Don't tell us what it stands for. Give us what the grunts look like, maybe. Like, who are these mysterious people? I guess they did that with Lily, like I said. I don't know. I'm just kind of expecting Lily's going to have more of a Zinnia type role. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Because her character design is just so bland and unlikable. And she just looks like one of those pouty Tsum Tsum girls. And it's like... I'm just really hoping there's something more to her. It's interesting, though, that a pouty Tsum Girl is the professor's assistant. Although last gen, the professor's assistants were freaking superheroes. Well, kind of. I mean, they tried to be. Xena and Dexia were other things that need to be expanded on. Oh, dear, I was playing with the cord. Pulled the whole thing over. I'm going to go back to bed. It has been stupid o'clock for far too long.